If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones. Anything for your Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm okay. It's a decent Saturday. I I I did not get to sleep very well last night. I've been up since like 5 or 6. Um,
I'm sorry. I'm
but
sorry you didn't get good sleep.
and then I think after we're done, I have to go back to the office because I'm just like way behind on stuff. So that'll be
So
fun
you just
times.
no rest for the wicked, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell me. So, but I mean, other than that, I'm doing all right. So it's nothing too crazy. The week's been it's been a decent week.
Mage, how are you doing?
I'm good. I had a good sleep, so I didn't get to bed till late last night, but I slept well, so that's all that matters.
Once you finally got to bed, it was good.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's like one of those nights where you just lay in bed and you're instantly out.
I can't relate. Can't relate. I sit in bed and my mind wanders on like the mysteries of the universe, and I'm just like, yeah, I could probably do that. Or my new thing is to be like, my old new thing to do now is to sit there and ponder on what I would do if I won the lottery. Because the lottery was like
Yeah.
huge this couple days now. So like I think what are they both over like 3 million or 300? I mean,
Yeah, I think one of them was like 820 something.
That sounds awesome. I
like
guess I need to play the lottery now.
what would you do with that sort of money? Like
Anything I wanted, man.
and don't be like, oh, pay off my student loans because that's lame. Okay,
Well,
like
I mean, I would do that obviously first, but
what's the first like fun thing you would do with that
I would
money?
probably go on like a. Well, okay, if COVID wasn't an issue, I would go travel.
Yeah, I was gonna say without COVID, that's probably where something I would do also. Like I know like my parents' situation, I would get them set up, like plus my wife's.
Right. Do all the responsible stuff first, but like for myself, definitely travel or go on a cruise, a couple cruises, you know.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if I'd go on a cruise because I'm like deathly afraid of that open water thing.
Have you ever
and
been
heights.
on a boat in open water?
But I don't want to be. I'm scared of it.
It's really not bad.
I've been on a boat like in Fort Cobb Lake, and I was scared to death of it.
It is odd being on like such a large body of water and none of it be drinkable. So it's just like it's basically like a wet desert.
It's like a wet desert.
I've never heard it be described like that. That's the title of this podcast.
I'm okay with that.
But isn't that true?
It's a wet desert.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nothing like there's a bunch of stuff that grows underneath and everything, but like you can't grow anything there. I mean, there's animals, but there's animals in the desert too.
Right. I don't. Yeah, there's like lizards and like snakes and armadillos and stuff in there. Right? There's armadillos in the desert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of living things in the desert, but they're all like cold-blooded and stuff, so they don't need a whole lot of water or a lot of nutrition.
Oh, snakes. Did I say snakes?
I think so.
I don't know if I did say. I hate snakes. Snakes scare me to death.
But yeah, the things that live in the desert don't have to move a whole lot, so that way they can retain all the water that they get because it rains not very much in the desert, obviously,
because it's a desert.
Wait. But did you see that? Like, it was like it snowed or whatever in like the Sahara Desert. Did you see that?
I don't guess I did.
Yeah, like
I know that
it was like a Newsweek article on it that like That there was like it snowed and like there was I forgot where. Let me now I gotta find it.
I know that there's a project to plant like 1 million trees surrounding the Sahara Desert to stop the spread of the Sahara Desert because the Sahara Desert's growing.
Yeah, Sahara Desert experienced snow for the 4th time in 42 years.
That's cool.
Mm, no, that means global warming is like bad. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I just said it was cool. I didn't say it was good.
But cool kind of implies that it's good, though, doesn't it?
Well, to be fair, though, deserts aren't really a good thing, you know. And the Sahara Desert's expanding. Like I was saying, Conan, I don't know if you were looking it up or heard me, but there's actually like projects out to plant trees to stop the spread of the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
So it's just like the Sahara Desert's a big old mess. Just a big old mess.
I've never been before, so I don't.
I don't know from first-hand experience.
I don't have first-hand experience on the Sahara Desert, so you know I don't. I've never been to a desert before, you know. Like, doesn't Oklahoma have a desert too somewhere?
Yeah, a little Sahara.
Western Oklahoma pretty much is a desert.
That's fair.
It used to be called the Great American Desert.
Wait, what was?
Western Oklahoma, like the Panhandle and the Panhandle of Oklahoma, Texas, and New Mexico used to be called the Great American Desert.
I did not know that. Today you learn.
I mean, Oklahoma does have an actual desert, though, like sand dunes and all of that.
Yeah, that's it. But it's
Saturday, and I'm still having to learn.
Yeah, you could drive you can rent like dune buggies or something.
Yeah,
my grandma used to talk about it.
It's up in the kind of west of Enid, up in the Devil's Armpit.
Ew.
You're a Devil's Armpit.
Got me.
What does that even mean?
Who knows?
No one knows.
So let's go ahead. Now we're done talking about deserts. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So I actually have a work-related fail that I can actually talk about.
Yay.
Tuesday was my first day back after being out for my surgery, and I received my first case for my new position. It was not as crazy as they normally are, but I was okay with that. So with this particular family I was going to speak with, the adults were Spanish only speaking. Spanish speaking only, whatever. But so I had to wait.
You had to have your translator, basically.
Yeah, had to call the translator. So called the language, the people, and said, hey, you know, this is where we're going. This is what I'm needing. Can somebody meet me out here? She said, okay, yeah, let me call our little call tree and see if anybody can come out and can help you out. So she called me back and said, okay, yeah, you know, we're good to go. They'll meet you there at blah, blah, blah time. I was like, cool, I'll be there. So I'm there at the house and waiting outside. Translator pulls in. So I've just been sitting awkwardly in the street outside of these people's house for like 15, 20 minutes waiting for this translator who shows up late.
It's kind of like Night Stalker, like just chilling out there.
Exactly. I mean, it's still daylight outside, so it's not that as creepy, but it's still pretty creepy. But
what's this big old white boy doing sitting out in front?
Yeah, he's not normally from this part of town.
You see people like peeking out the windows. Like
essentially. But
why is this guy staking us out? Is he here to do a drug bust? Is he a cop?
my car would kind of look like an unmarked cop car to some degree, but
yeah.
So anyway, so the translator lady finally shows up, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of what's going on. This is a breakdown of what's going on. This is an unannounced visit, so they may not be home." And then I have to wait an hour between attempts. And she was like, I can't do that. I've got people at home, and I didn't want to come out in the first place. And I was like, well, there are also 5 adults in here and 4 children that I'll have to interview. So even if they are here, it's going to be a little bit, lady. Like, and then proceeded to give me sass. Like,
Wait, isn't that her job though?
that's
like,
her
translate?
job. Like, why would you? I don't know how they have stuff structured, because whenever I get told to go, I mean, I don't get to say no. But the way that she made it seem is like there was enough of them that they could say no.
Yeah, that's
But
stupid.
she's like, I've got company at home and I need to leave. Like, I don't want to be out here anyway. It's not
That's
my
stupid.
fault, lady. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take that out on me.
Yeah.
You're here now, so we got to do the job.
yeah. So then, of course, like, one of the kids answers and none of the adults are home. And I can't talk to the kids unless adults are home. So, like, oh, they get off at, 45 minutes from now. And then it's, a 15-minute drive home. So it'll be an hour before anybody's home. So I was like, okay, if you need to go, just go. I'll call and have somebody else, or I can do something over the speakerphone. I can get it figured out. But if you're just going to be an expletive the whole time, like, just go ahead and go do your thing.
Right.
So,
well, good job. Did you get it done eventually?
yes, we did get it done. She ended up staying and doing it.
Okay,
And
so she just wanted the bitch.
I guess so. Like,
Good job. Conan Jones saved it, and then Mage had to ruin it.
right. So yeah, we ended up getting it done. A couple of the kids weren't home and were at their other biological parents' home. So I lucked out in that regard. But then the younger kids that were there were bilingual, and she didn't have to stick around the whole entire time, just most of the time. So,
well, that's good. I mean,
yeah.
At least, like, I'm glad you got it done. At least, like, that's the.
Yeah, Conan, why can't you just learn Spanish?
Yeah, just learn Spanish.
I took
3
years of Spanish in high school, and I could conjugate verbs back then, but I can't do crap now. I can ask you for more beer and where the bathroom is, and that's about it in Spanish.
You got to pop out that old Rosetta Stone, become fluent again.
Donde es los baños?
Rosetta Stone. Jesus.
Mi nombre es Conan Jones.
A2? No, it's like my name or something.
Yeah. Donde es su cumpleaños?
Mi ama.
I have no idea what you just said. Another one. Gee,
yeah,
it's 2 for 2.
I just woke up, all right? I just woke up.
Well, I'd say that too. Man.
All right, who wants to go next?
I haven't even like said a thing yet. Man, look at me go, and I'm the one like streaming to where I could like cuss and stuff like I normally do.
I mean, you cussed before we started, but it was while you were just streaming.
That was when I was streaming, though.
Yeah.
So it's different. There hasn't been an edit because of me this week. Okay,
and that's what saying. Matters.
Hasn't been an edit because of fantasy yet.
Yeah. Right. What's your fail this week?
Oh, dude. So, as I was saying before the podcast, this week, so we had a Christmas program at our community theater. We were doing the play Elf, but that plays a musical and stuff. And we were supposed to do it like at the beginning of December. But everyone caught COVID, including me. If you guys remember back in November, like during Thanksgiving, I was a casualty of the COVID outbreak at our community theater.
I don't know if I would use the term casualty.
I mean, I didn't die, but a casualty isn't.
But then you wouldn't use the term casualty.
I mean, it's still kind of it still kind of fits, but I mean, that's normal people hear casualty and think dead.
Yeah. Mate, you didn't die.
The definition of a casualty is wounded or affected by by an event kind of deal. It doesn't always mean death. It just means like if like a building blew up, the casualties would be the deaths and the wounded. So it wouldn't be just deaths. It'd be, but anyway.
Mage is a ghost, can confirm.
I was hit by the COVID. I'm a ghost.
He's the new ghost.
I am now Ghostland.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Ghostland. Mage is why we still celebrate the ghosties.
But anyway, because of that, we had to postpone the play.
Right.
And so this week we actually performed. And we only had 1 week because there was a bunch of we had to cancel a whole bunch of shows because the community theater's next play is coming up soon and all that stuff. So, but this play has like a billion moving parts, man. Like every scene has like 8 props, and I was part of stage crew, and I had to put those props into place and get it in, and they wanted it out fast, like 5 seconds or less, like everything out, everything back in 5 seconds, like obviously they gave us more time if we needed to, because they don't want us to like turn on the lights and have anyone caught out.
Right.
But during practices, they sure as hell caught us out, if we didn't do it fast enough. So it was interesting, but like, because we had so many moving parts, man, like everything would break. And we had a live performance last night, and like everything broke. like we had a scene where they're in an apartment, and Buddy the elf is chasing around his dad, Hobbs, and we had a little coffee table in front of this couch, and the coffee table is just we built it. I mean, it's made out of cheap stuff, but like the actor who played Buddy like tripped over it, and it just shattered the table
Heck yeah.
on stage during the performance.
And y'all just kind of look at it, just like.
Oh no, they played it off. It actually turned out perfectly because they were chasing each other and stuff. So like it was just funny. but like even before then, we have this like little rolling coffee cart, and I had a whole bunch of stuff on it, and I was rolling it to get it ready for the scene in the play that it comes out, because one of the actors brings it in, and like I barely touched it, and one of the wheels just popped off, and everything on the top just fell, and so we're like scrambling to catch it, and all these mugs just like broke on the ground.
Good job.
In the background while they're doing this scene.
Were you behind the curtain, or could everybody see you?
No, I was behind the curtain because I was just getting it prepped for the actor.
Yeah, but then everybody just heard everything crash and break.
Like, how could you not? It was so loud.
Yeah,
like a porcelain mug breaking on the ground is loud. And we had like 3 of them shatter. I was able to catch enough where the actual cart, once we got the wheel back on, he could still bring it out, and it looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, of course,
of everything that's gonna happen. Yeah,
that has never happened ever. Like we've practiced this for like 3 months. Like we've been doing this since late October, because it had to be postponed. Never had that happen before, and I didn't even do anything. All I did was move it like I always do. Just roll it just a little bit, and this wheel just pops right off.
It finally had enough. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
screw you guys. Like, I'm going home.
Like it was a mess, man. Like the play looked great, and we got a standing ovation and everything. The actors did fantastic, but it was just like, it's like I had to scramble so much backstage because of all these little crap things that happened.
And now the best point of any like performance like that is after the final curtain closes and you're done with it and you don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, yesterday was our last performance, so we don't have to do it anymore. Nice. But it was so funny because it was just like, of course.
Jeez.
At least it all happened backstage, so no one actually saw anything. But it was just like, oh my god.
And it was one of the last performances. Like you didn't have to go out and replace everything to keep the show going.
Right. At least it was gonna break. This would be the time to break.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just a big old mess, man. God, and I mean, like that's not the like things have broken before. Like we have this like a bar, it's just a bar made out of plywood and crap. It clearly a prop. No one's actually going to use it as a bar, you know. And one of the wheels broke off on that, but luckily it was during a I think it was a practice, but it was like it was Tuesday this week. It was a practice, but it was also like a performance a little bit because our local newspaper was out taking pictures of the performance and everything. And I had to freaking find duct tape and tape that damn wheel back on. Like in between scenes. Like dude, like flimsy construction, man. Flimsy construction is a.
Well, I'm glad you got to work at least. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, I mean I had to think on the fly on so many things just to get stuff to work.
Get it through the night, and we can really actually fix it later.
Yeah.
All right, Finn, what you got?
I think I'm fairly proficient in Jimmy rig and stuff.
I can't really talk about my actual fail this week because like it's work related. And I was completely in the wrong and just overreacted. So it's my fault. So like I'm not gonna blame anybody else for it.
Hey, my dogs are whining. I gotta take them out real quick.
Okay.
But all right, so we had Turd Boy's birthday dinner on Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, went to this really nice place called Kimonos. But one of those hibachi places. You know, they cook all that food in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I spent like $100 there for me, him, and my grandma. Okay. Anyways, so I have a lot of leftovers because I don't eat like how I used to, and I was looking forward to those leftovers all day. I was sitting there at lunch. I was like, man, I should have brought my leftovers, but then I forgot that I paid to get an Indian taco. So I wasn't too bummed about it. I get home, I take my Friday nap like I usually do every Friday, and Turd Boy's sitting there. He's like, hey, can I have my leftovers? I was like, yeah, that's fine. You can have your leftovers. Go ahead. And he picks the meat out of mine and puts it in his. I was so mad, Conan. You were probably about to have to like come and do a whatever contact thing because I was wanting to strangle this kid. I was so mad. Like I was so mad at him.
That's.
But so to get like a little bit of payback on him myself, I ate the rest of his birthday cake.
You dang right I'm gonna be petty.
I was petty as hell. I straight ate that fool's birthday cake. I did not care. Like it was like I just got him a little round cake because that's all we had for because it was just me, him, and my grandma. So I just got a little round cake, and man, no shame, straight up ate that thing. Like I ate like
Turtle.
There was like 2 pieces left in it, and I just was like, he was sitting out back playing after I like woke up from a nap and stuff, and I was man, I was mad, and I was like, yeah, you just sit there and you play. I'm gonna eat this cake, all right.
We should ask Turtle Boy what it's like to have a child for a parent.
Shut up, Mage.
Oh, I mean, of all the fails, though, I mean that one's pretty funny. Like
you you have leftovers that you've been looking forward to.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, I know exactly what.
There was lobster and filet mignon and shrimp in that.
That sounds super good.
Right? It was like $41 for my meal alone because I wanted all that. I don't care. It was his birthday, but I was paying for it, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's my money.
It's his
He got-
birthday,
he
but I
got-
want to
He
enjoy
got
it.
like chicken. He got like chicken and filet mignon, or he got chicken and filet mignon. And he was like, he kept on saying, "Oh, I see pink." Gordon Ramsay said it's pink's good for steak, and I was just like, "Turtle Boy, shut up." Like,
I'm glad you watched Gordon Ramsay.
you have no idea what you're talking about. You
He
idiot.
Does Turtle Boy cook?
No, he don't do a damn thing around this house.
He says in the nicest way possible.
Turtle Boy makes me mad. Sometimes I just wanna.
As children do.
Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and jump into topic one this week. Conan Jones, what do we got for topic one?
So there's not a whole lot going on right now, so I just figured, I know Mage started school back this past week, so maybe just doing a school update with him, and then maybe your school stuff, and I know we kind of talked about contests a little bit last week, but then just like what you're playing, and
Okay,
I'm just kind of snowballing.
All right, so we'll start with my contest stuff. For the my contest pieces that I'm playing this year is Afterburn. I mean, Celtic Air and Dance by Standridge, and
I really like that song. That's a good song for
Afterburn. I forgot who Afterburn's by, but the Celtic Air and Dance is like the actual like contest piece, like on the list. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you allowed to do songs that aren't on the list, or?
Yeah, that's just, you have to do one off the list. You do one on the list and one off the list.
Oh, okay.
So like that's why I do Cortland. That's why I don't know why I keep saying Cortland Hills, because Cortland Hills is what we did last year.
Just habit. Talk about contests, and that's just the first thing that comes to your brain. Okay, I don't know those well enough to be able to recall what they sound like right off the top of my brain, so I would have to look those up. But how's everything going with them?
It's going. I mean,
it's early contest season going.
It's not bad, but they're not progressing like how I thought they would be already.
Well, when's the contest?
March 3rd.
Okay, are you only taking the one?
What? Yeah, what? The one band?
No, are you only taking in the one contest? Sorry. Because you can go to like a bunch of like I know a bunch of schools host like little mini contests and stuff that aren't like the actual state contest stuff, but
if I'd like to, but I don't know how to sign up for those.
They're all just kind of piecemeal. Like if the town that you live in was having one at one of those schools, then you would just be like, they would just create a form to fill out and sign up with.
Because I would like to.
I think just look them up or something. I'm sure, because where you're at, I'm sure there's plenty of places around that do some little contests.
I 100% would like to be able to do that, to take my kids to that, just to get a
practice run.
Yeah, to just see where we're at with stuff and everything.
Yeah, a lot of them have judges and stuff, and they'll do like a little. They'll go up and talk to your band, and they'll run over some parts and stuff.
Yeah,
that they.
I just got to figure out where that is.
Do you know where you're going for contest?
Yes, we're going to Duncan.
Okay. You honestly might send Don and Jeremy a Facebook message and see if they have a contest or like a pre-contest or something set up.
Okay.
Are you on the Bandmasters Facebook page?
I don't think I am. I think I was on my old account, but not on this account.
Oh, I'm still on it, so I'll send you an invite for it.
You know, oddly enough, I'm also on it, and I could also send you an invite.
Well,
the two non-directors are part of it.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
Okay, yeah. Are you doing any sort of like clinician coming out this semester?
No, unless you want to come.
I haven't done it in long enough. I wouldn't feel comfortable.
I don't have anybody that does that because you're the only one that would be, unless I don't know who I could ask about it. I could ask Joby. Joby, if you still listen to this, you want to come clinic my band one day?
I'm sure she'd be down for it.
I need flute players that need to understand how to count, and it's kicking my teeth in that they don't know how to count. And I'm okay. So, man,
story time.
I had to bust out Dr. Beat. Okay, and I mean, like normally, yes, I have the metronome going, but man, this Dr. Beat I turned my amp up all the way up, and I had the metronome going as loud as it could, and it helped. It really did help, but man, if I didn't have a huge headache afterwards.
I remember we had a marching rehearsal back at my old school before Joby showed up. And we were out on the football field before they tore it down and made a new one, so we were closer to the residentials. And we had set up our speaker system with the metronome going and had the police come out because it was too loud and they were getting noise complaints from the neighbors. I was like, that's amazing.
That's funny.
But yeah, I know exactly what you mean with the headache with those things.
Yeah, like, dude, it's just awful.
They help, but they suck.
But
indeed.
Yeah, they really are the worst.
It's like the worst and the best, like at the same time.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Yeah, it's like these kids can't count, and this helps them so much, but I also hate it.
I hate it with everything of my being. I was going through my calendar yesterday, and I still had Team EA on my calendar. And I was like, oh, sad day.
Have you ever went to Midwest?
No. It's too far, too much money, man.
I know. But like all those pictures I ever see of it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I only know a couple people who have ever been. And
I'm sure we know the same people that went.
Yeah. And I don't know.
And it's the type of people that I don't want to be around.
I say the level of pretentious is just not my cup of tea.
There's only one of them that I would actually prefer being around. The rest of them I could care less about. That's including my big in that I could care less about.
Oh,
I unfriended her on Facebook. I don't care. I haven't talked to her in I don't know, months, almost probably a year now. I don't know. I don't care. I don't like her. I've never liked her.
I haven't talked to anybody from school. I was talking with somebody about this. Yeah, who was I talking with? Oh, yeah, just one of the guys at my new office. And I was like, hey, what do you do outside of work? And he's like, well, I'll go over to my friend's house and hang out. Like, we drink a lot. And I used to go to the movies all the time, but I obviously don't do that anymore. And I was like, hey.
Movies are fun. I love going to the movie theater.
I just don't. I go to work and I come home, and that's it. I was like, I don't really have friends up here other than work friends. But then there's only one time I've gone out with somebody from work to do something that's not work related. And then
this is life. Yeah. I wake up, I go to work, and I go to bed, and then I die.
Yeah. And you guys live far enough away that it's like, oh, well, I haven't seen you guys since. I mean, I saw Finn when I got his computer, but that was the last time I really seen. When's the last time I saw you, Mage?
Oh, that's
like whenever you were still at DHS and you stopped in the city.
Has it been that long? I guess so.
I think so.
I mean, we're not supposed to be seeing people because we're in the middle of COVID, anyways.
That's true. So, I don't know. I guess
we're not supposed to go to Chinese buffets, but
they're open.
But Chinese, man, I want Chinese food so bad.
I do too. You don't see me going to one because it's not safe.
I'm supporting small local businesses.
Yeah, my ass.
I just do takeout every once in a while.
I do. What you call it?
How many times have y'all been to McDonald's since the pandemic hit?
Dude, I've literally gone almost every night this week because of the play. And it's the only thing open after our play practice is done.
Mage, I thought you were like losing weight.
Oh, I am. It's not like I'm getting like a whole lot of food. And I'm still not drinking pop. 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks.
I'm not drinking, but I wasn't as addicted to pop as you are. I don't need pop.
That's true.
I'm sipping my water right now.
I'm proud of myself though, because I don't think I've ever gone this long without one. So
yeah, good job, man. Good job. I know it's hard breaking habits like that. So good job on your 2 weeks of no drinking pop.
Yeah, but if I went to McDonald's, I basically only got like a double cheeseburger or something. Like I didn't go crazy on it, but it was also like I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner, and this is the only thing open. And their double cheeseburgers are bomb.
Pretty simple.
I had a Big Mac last night. Okay, so I did. Well,
I don't like. That's me. I don't like the Big Mac. Not that it's like McDonald's is gross. I don't like Big Macs. I don't like the Big Mac sauce.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I just haven't had a Big Mac in so long, and so I was like, "This sounds really good to me," and it was. Like, it was really good, and it's been like years since I've had a Big Mac, man.
I don't know if I've honestly ever actually had a Big Mac.
I feel like they've gotten smaller, but that may be just my fat self thinking.
Maybe the world around you's just gotten smaller.
Yeah. Got my own gravitational pull.
No, I don't know. I don't like, mainly because I don't like, and when I go to McDonald's specifically, I don't like getting any sort of veggies on there except for onions. Other than that, like I don't like because I don't like their lettuce or tomato or anything like that. Especially like the tomatoes they use or the lettuce they use on like their chicken sandwiches aren't very good. And it's just.
And by that point, it's like, what's the point of it? Just might as well get a quarter cheese or double quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, quarter pounder is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I go to is double quarter pounder.
Either that or some nugs.
The only thing that they put on burgers that I don't hate it. I could do without it, and it wouldn't matter to me at all. Is just pickles. Like I'm just not the hugest fan of pickles.
Yeah, pickles are hit and miss for me too. It especially started at the one and I used to really like pickles, and then I had the McDonald's in Weatherford, and I don't know what it is. But I swear to God, that's one of the worst McDonald's I've ever been to in my entire life.
You remember when
I like their breakfast? Their breakfast is good.
Yeah, McDonald's breakfast is pretty tasty. You remember when the road sign fell at the Weatherford McDonald's?
Yeah, you remember when
so funny?
You remember when old Scrap Dragon was trying to scrap it?
Hell yeah.
Love that dude.
Oh, that was funny. I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, that did happen.
Like, well, if you guys don't need it, I'll take it.
I'll take it for free.
Take it off your hands. I couldn't believe when he said that. Sorry, that was me.
There it is.
See, but it's not as bad as Mage's though. Like right back to back, so it's not as bad.
I've used the F word though, so I feel good.
The F word's not that bad a word. You're just a baby, okay?
If it's not that bad a word, how come saying it twice makes it an R-rated movie?
Yeah, Finn.
Gotcha.
I don't watch movies.
Check and mate.
So does that mean the Disney Deadpool movie's only going to have 2 F words in it?
It can only have one if it's PG-13.
No, they said it was going to be rated R. So just to make it rated R, they just going to have it being just 2 minimums, and that's it.
I mean, it can be rated R for multiple other things like nudity.
That's just the bare minimum to bump it up to a rated R from a PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, showing a woman's breast, man, it's like boom, instant R rating because those are obscene apparently.
Titties are just not good.
Yeah, titties. Sin. It's a sin to see a woman's titties. But man chest is fine. Gore, I think beheadings make it R-rated. Also impaling is a big one. Like things get impaled, R-rated.
Part of me is a little concerned you were able to pull that list out of your butt so quickly. But
Oh, my sister is a big old movie buff, so she's the one that gives all these facts to me.
and you
Like
just
she's
store them
super
away.
into movies. She's super into movies. Like that's her thing. So she's the one that's like looks all this stuff up. And I'm like, all right.
Whatever you say. And then she just tells you and you just can't ever forget it.
Yeah. I mean, basically that's me and my siblings. They just tell me stuff and I listen. So
Is it weird that I just don't really care for movies that much?
You guys,
Like-
you care too much about what other people think about movies. I don't think you
That's
can
true.
honestly sit and enjoy a movie without, like, oh my god, the Rotten Tomatoes were a 43. This is a garbage movie.
And my brother's the exact same way. Like,
see, I get along with him then.
I mean, he has
I do
autism.
get
So.
along with him.
Fantasy has autism too. So,
Oh my god! I will say, Conan, have you ever been in like sitting down at the table with like Mage and his brother?
I've never met Mage's brother.
Dude, they laugh literally in the same frequency. And it's like hearing them laugh in stereo. I swear on my mom's life. It is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, my brother, he likes to cackle though. So
yeah, no, he laughs just like you. Or is he older? Wait, who's older?
He's older.
You'd laugh just like your brother.
Well, we have spent several years together.
No, I mean like identical. Like if y'all laughed at the same time, I couldn't tell you apart.
We used to look identical too, until puberty and all that. So
I thought you were gonna say it until you got fat.
I mean, he's no skinny guy either. But when we were really young, people thought we were twins, like legit.
How much older is he than you?
2.5 years.
Yeah, I always thought you were the oldest one. Kind of like how I thought. Well, I guess it's kind of weird because I thought Conan was the younger brother too. No, when I first saw a picture of him and his brother, I was gonna say his name, but I didn't. So look at me go.
Proud.
Saving an edit.
One less edit.
One less of like the already 5 that we have.
Where it's 5.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's weird that I got that right off the bat.
I thought we had 6, but we're at 5. I'm sure we'll have another one before we're done. So
yeah, we always do. All right. Well, this has been a contest season is going good. I just hope that my kids eventually pull it together, and by pull it together, I mean I'm not gonna say it, but you can say it. You could feel what I'm saying, but I'm glad that how's your school been going, Mage?
Good. I mean, it's online school, so it's obviously different. There's a lot of reading involved.
Hang on. My audio messed up again to where they can't hear you guys. What the hell?
Rip.
Yep.
How did it switch?
Oh, did it switch outputs or something?
Yes, it switched outputs again.
God,
it did it earlier.
Yeah, it did it earlier while we were waiting on you, Mage.
That's dumb. Anyway,
I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs. I say that it's probably user error, but it's still annoying that this has happened twice now.
But no, school's going well. I mean, this week was basically syllabus week, like the first week of school always is kind of deal.
Yeah. It's
also, I'm gonna have to buy books, and I just hate that kind of money. Luckily, I've found websites that I can get these books for super cheap, $40 max, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
So that's fun, which is compared to their retail price, which is $300 to $500. That's
and books are outrageously expensive, and
Yeah, there is one book that I'm going to have to buy at retail because it has a code that I need to use online, and you can't get used copies because the code's already been used, kind of a deal. So that's
such a racket, man.
Yeah, I am not looking forward to. I need to just go ahead and get on like Amazon or whatever and grab it, but it's like I've been so hesitant to do it because it's just like I don't want to spend $250 like that.
I don't blame you. It's ridiculous, man. That was easily the worst part about college was just spending that much money on books and stuff.
I know, and the funniest part is that most of these books you can either get like an international version or a lower edition because all they do is like change a couple pictures or something, and it drops like $200 off the price.
That's
or and here's the funny thing is our school library had like a bunch of copies of these books, and you could check it out at the school library if you needed one.
Right. See, the other thing that I just can't stand is like having to do GE classes. I know that like somebody will pop in there being like how they're like beneficial to like learning.
Nah, man, those are money makers is what they are.
That's 100% how they make money, and it pisses me off. Like
GEs are only for money makers because they don't have anything to do with your major or nothing like that. You know.
That's why when I took Spanish online at school, and I literally Google translated everything, and I got a B in that class. And the only reason why I didn't get an A was because he said that we had to come in one day, it was for our like midterm or whatever, to do the in-person test. And if you didn't do the in-person test, it immediately dropped you a letter grade. So I was just like, I'll take a B.
I'm okay with a B.
I'm okay with a B. Like my GPA was already like fine, so I'm okay with a B.
That's funny.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about topic 2 this week about Xbox once again shooting themselves in the foot. For some, I still don't see a reason behind this, but for some great reason, they decided, hey, you know that Xbox Live Gold that like we use that's kind of ran really poorly on our servers? What if we made people pay double that? It's like that meme, like the old meme where it's like those groups of scientists like around there, and it's just like coming up with stupid ideas. This is it, is making up.
Well, actually, yesterday they actually recanted that.
I was about to say I Googled it too just to read it, and it's just like they went back on it yesterday morning at 6 a.m.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We messed up today, and you were right to let us know. Connecting and playing with friends is a vital part of gaming, and we failed to meet the expectations of players who count on it every day. As a result, what?
It was like one of those companies. It's like, let's do a thought experiment. Let's see what we can get away with. Oh no, we cannot get away with that. Let's bring it back.
For free-to-play games, you will no longer need an Xbox Live Gold membership to play those games on Xbox. If you already are an Xbox Live Gold member already, you stay at your current price for renewal. New and existing members can continue to enjoy Gold for the same prices they pay today. Excuse me. Yeah, I was about to say, because they bumped it up to $120 for the year.
Yeah,
which is double.
That's outrageous.
Yeah,
for them to do.
That's really
Especially
funny.
With the economy being in shambles as it is now, just like, hey, let's make our consumers pay double now. Like,
yeah, but like that company's not hurting. They're not hurting.
I know they're not. Well, they might be because they didn't get Master Chief out there yet when it was supposed to be a launch title, and now it's not coming out till fall or Christmas of this year. So
a company that big has backup plans.
Man. I was more memeing. I know what you mean. It's just ridiculous what Microsoft is trying to do. It's the same thing that they did with when Xbox Live first came out. Was that it was free when it first came out. I think the only thing you had to do was buy that stupid headset with like the Dark Master or whatever it was. Do you remember those stupid commercials?
Nope. I don't guess so.
Although that
old,
old Xbox
so
is legit.
old Xbox was fun, dude. Like Halo and Halo One
Back in the day.
Halo 2.
back in the
Did they have
day.
Halo 2 or is that an Xbox 360?
Say it again.
2 was
Did it have
still
Halo
on.
2 or was that Xbox 360?
Halo,
I think it was
yeah,
both.
no, Halo 2 was on the first
No, the
was on the
first Halo was on the first one. I know that one for sure.
yes.
But I think the
Halo
second one
2
was
was
on
on the
360.
second one. Halo 2 was on the first one as well.
Maybe. Okay.
100%. 100%. It was.
I'll take your word for it because I don't know.
Because I used to have that was my game. That was the only game I really liked on there.
Halo 2 was released November 9th of 2004.
And that one wasn't released until
Halo 2
I
was
think
awesome.
2007. I think is when it came out.
Man, that opening on Halo 2 when he jumps out of the ship and everything. Oh my god.
Trying to finish the fight. Yeah, that was awesome.
360
It was so
came
cool.
out November 22nd of 05. So it was a year difference.
Okay. The 360 was awesome. That was my favorite.
Till it red ringed on you.
Yeah,
mine never
basically you have the red ring to make sure you go buy the elite one.
Mine never red ringed, so.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 red ring, I think.
The first generation red ringed real hard, and then the second group came out. This is why I never buy consoles when they first release.
Yeah, that's why I haven't bought a PS5 yet, just because I want to say that's the reason, but it's just because I haven't been able to find one.
Yeah,
if I could find one, then I'd be all about it getting it.
If I'm going to find one, then I'm going to buy it and then scalp it on the internet.
You see, you're part of the problem.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not, though.
No, I am. I've never scalped on the internet, man.
You're part of the problem, Mage. I hate you, man.
I don't do that. But I mean, you double your money, dude.
Mage would do that. Mage is that person.
I could buy 2 PS5s for one, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
You're an awful person, Mage.
Well, that kind of ruins that discussion since they went back on it.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I guess we could just continue talking about Microsoft then, about how none of their big party games are being released until later this year. Whereas,
yeah, but PCs are cool.
I mean, yeah, PCs are cool. PC Master Race. You don't even have a good PC though, so you can't even be part of our.
I have a good gaming laptop. Mine's fine. I mean, it's a gaming laptop, so it runs hotter than the desert. But
do you have a fan that you have sit with it?
I do.
That's what I had to. I had to buy one for. I won my stimulus from old Donnie T. The last good thing he did in office.
We haven't talked any politics.
I know we haven't because we don't talk about politics on here.
I just get so mad when we talk about Donald's freaking regime. Every time I think about it, I just get so mad.
It was not a good one.
No. And it ended worse.
It did. It ended with the
trying to tempted coup.
Yeah,
freaking.
Did you have coup d'etat on your COVID epidemic bingo chart?
I swear to God, if Biden freaking pardons him, oh my God.
I mean, isn't that the presidential thing to do though? Because didn't Gerald Ford pardon Nixon?
Yeah, and he shouldn't have.
I mean, I'm just saying that's the presidential thing to do is pardon.
No, it shouldn't be. Andrew Johnson shouldn't have pardoned the Confederacy, and Ford shouldn't have pardoned Nixon because those people broke the law, and just because they have power doesn't mean they're above the law. But when you pardon them, that basically tells them that, oh, I'm free to do whatever I want.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I agree that I don't think they shouldn't have done that. That's not right. But I'm just telling you that's what they did. I'm not saying that they should do that. Don't think I'm on that. Don't think I'm on that.
I'm not picking a side here. I'm just
you're taking a side. Politicians.
I'm just speaking the gospel truth that like that's what happened. Is that more than likely he's probably going to pardon him because that's what every other predecessor's done.
If he does, then definitely not voting for him after 4 years. Like,
Okay.
I just want us to not have a pedophile as the president. Like, is that too much to ask?
So I'm confused on where they say that like Joe Biden's like, but where is like pedophile at? Because
I'm pretty sure that all those people are pedophiles at some point.
Because I know that like they have been doing like my uncle who's like, oh god, who's Native American and is very supportive of Trump, and it's just like I don't understand it.
like,
But then I remember that even Custer had Indians on his side, so then, you know.
Donald Trump is sexist. There's no doubt about that. But like,
what are you talking about?
He's sexist.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about okay.
No, but I was saying like, I feel like almost there's definitely like a ring up there that is just a bunch of old white men pedophiles, man.
You mean that Epstein thing or whatever?
Oh, that's definitely part of it.
All right, let's change the subject because I don't want to get into that. That's too much for me. I'm
freaking sick.
I don't like that one. The rest of it I'm on board with that we could talk about, but we kind of.
I'm gonna bring it up, then shoot it right back down.
That's
I told you, man. Just talking about politics gets me so mad because I hate our politicians.
I wasn't even trying to get you to talk about politics. You was like, "Let's talk about politics."
It gets me fired up. I can't help it.
You and everybody else on Facebook.
Right? Oh man, Conan's mom has been mad on Facebook. It has been. Seeing your mom have a public meltdown like that is hilarious, Conan Jones.
You know,
sorry.
I'm not. You're not wrong.
Like, she is losing her damn mind, and I'm just like, God, I was gonna say her name, but I know I stopped myself.
On a lighter note about Facebook, freaking, one of the people that I knew when I was a kid, and I mean he's an old dude, but he posted like this boomer meme about like this librarian handing a book to a kid and saying like, you have to open this to read it instead of scrolling, you know, something stupid like kids can't read a book or don't want to. And so I called him out. I was like, boy, what a boomer meme. And then he got like super mad, and I'm just like, dude, you're being ridiculous, assuming that a kid can't open a book. I mean, they do it all the time at school. Right. Also, a book's a book, whether you read it on a screen or on a tablet. Paper. Like, exactly. He ended up deleting the post.
Look at Mage go.
It was so funny.
Proud of you.
I didn't even do anything. Like, I wasn't being mean to him. I was just like, this is stupid. That's basically what I was saying. He got so mad. It was so funny. Old people are hilarious.
Dude, old people get mad at the stupidest things, man. Like,
I get mad because people are corrupt, but old people get mad because children can't read books.
Oh, all right.
Or because they don't know what technology is. One of the two.
All right, let's go ahead and move into topic 3. Let's go over into Coach's Corner. So, I have matches to report this week for my esports club. We stomped the crap out of our Rocket League match. We won it. We won it the best of 3 series in 2 games. And the first game we won 8-1, and the second game we won 8-0. Like, we straight just ruffle stomped them. It was really nice. I was actually really proud of them kids. Like,
the kids feel good about it.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on because I don't know Rocket League. Like, I know Overwatch, but I don't know Rocket League. But they just did a good job. Sorry, I had to burp.
All right, so are you like looking up videos of Rocket League to learn to help the kids out?
No, because honestly, I don't think they need my help. They're all like, they said their ranks are like high plat, and they said that like only like not a very high population of people are like in the rank that they are. So they said that like Unless they like go up against like other like bigger schools, they don't feel like they have any competition against these smaller schools.
Why do you have so many Rocket League players at your
I
school?
don't know. In a small town that I teach in, like it blew my mind. But
That's weird.
I don't know. But man, the Rocket now Overwatch, that one's gonna be a bit more rough. Because I think we're still getting used to things, and I don't think a lot of them have played Overwatch, maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
It seems like Rocket League's a little easier to get into.
Yeah, Rocket League is 100% easier to get into.
Most people in small towns have played soccer at some point.
Yeah, it's Hawker?
Hawker.
Did I just... It's
soccer?
It's Hot Wheels and soccer combined. If you don't know what
they should change the name of Rocket League to Hawker now.
Yeah, I feel so stupid now.
Sounds like you're coughing up a loogie.
Hawker.
That's gross.
Yeah, that was kind of gross. But no, we've been pretty good. I'll have more matches to report next week, and hopefully more dubs that we won. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's good though. Like it's exciting. So.
Yeah, man, I really like what I'm doing. It's really fun, and like, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like, so fingers crossed is the plan going forward. Because my boss already said that if the esports thing goes good, that he would make it a class. So, what big brain plan is that I'm like having figured out is Rocket League becomes a class. I don't have to do elementary music no more.
Hopefully.
That is the big brain play.
I'll keep my thoughts and prayers sent your way.
Because I'm. It's not that I don't like the kids or anything. I'm just not good at it, and I know I'm not good at it, and I know that like I'm dampering the kids from having a good music education or a good general music for elementary, because I never thought I'd be doing elementary music.
And I didn't pay attention in those classes.
No, I didn't pay attention in the one class that we had for elementary music.
That's fair.
Like,
that was a waste of time in the first place.
Yeah, that we had to like do stupid like games about like picking cotton and stuff. You remember that?
Oh, I definitely remember that with Mr. Herbert.
Pick a bait of cotton. Like I was like, oh my god, I don't feel comfortable saying this. Oh, Mage, we took that class together, remember?
We did take that class together.
I forgot about that.
Dude, we were just ridiculous in that class.
We were ridiculous in that class. Like, we got in trouble a lot too. At the start we did. Not so much now, but
no, she liked it because like we were like obviously exaggerating all these songs to make it more fun for ourselves and be goofy.
Yeah, like when we did so we did we had to do a play for it, right?
And yeah, our play was ridiculous.
It was stupid. We did the Pokemon theme for it, and like it was like Pokemon themed and everything, and it was really fun. I actually kind of enjoyed it, to be completely honest.
But I mean, our play was ridiculous. Like,
it was stupid, but I mean, it was fun, and it ended up. I think we ended up doing the Poke Rap at the end of it, right?
Yeah, we did.
Like, good lord!
So
yeah, but like, hey, we got a good grade on that. Like, because we just went into it that, hey, if we don't take this seriously, then we'll get a good grade on it.
Yeah, right. Like that was the key to elementary music, was to not take anything seriously and to be as ridiculous as possible. Like, it didn't matter what we did as long as we did it. Kind of a deal.
Exactly. I like that lady a lot. She signed off on a lot of my that stupid thing for student teaching. She signed off on a lot of those things for me.
Oh, the observation hours?
No, not observation hours. The thing you had to do while student teaching. The thing that I copied off of everybody else.
Oh, the portfolio?
Yeah, she signed off on like all of them almost.
Bruce
She was
Belanger
just
took a
like,
lot.
she's like,
We know
we're
that.
not supposed to do this, but then she was just like, all right, you could do it.
Well, the portfolio is ridiculous though, because you have to find these papers that like you haven't had to deal with for like 6 years. You know.
Oh no, you threw something away from the first class you took as a freshman? That sucks. F.
Yep. F. No portfolio for you.
No career for you.
Yeah.
Time to start over. Pick something new.
The portfolio thing is by far the most useless thing I've had to deal with in college.
I still have it, man.
By far.
And then whenever I watched him grade it. He took 3 seconds and flipped through it. Check, check, check. Okay, bye. Didn't look at any of it.
Like it was so much work for nothing.
Absolutely. Which I mean, that's why at the point of it, I just like copy pasted everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I didn't even like change like anything. The only thing I changed was the names. That's all I did.
I barely even did that.
Like I might have slipped up somewhere on there and had Conan Jones's name on it. It's very possible that I did that.
I should have just copied Conan's, man. I ended up actually
the only one that actually did work on his.
I actually went and did it. Like me and Bruce Belanger, we're just in his office, and we're like, "All right, so this is what you need. All right, sign it for me, Bruce."
Like it's outrageous that the portfolio you need that. Like I remember, my old band director at Andarko showed me his, and he literally, when he pulled it out of like the box that looks like I haven't seen the light in 10 years, literally blew the dust off of it, like in a movie, finding like the
treasure chest.
Yeah, finding like a spell book or something.
Yeah,
literally blew the dust off of it. And I was just like, yeah, I haven't used this since last day of student teaching. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Glad I spent 4 years putting this thing together.
So useless. So if you do ever, listeners, audience, if you ever do go into teaching, in Oklahoma, they make you do this portfolio thing that you have to have like 10 objectives or whatever in it. It might be more, it might be less now, I don't know. But either way, most pointless, useless thing you can use in your life is that. And it's just outrageously stupid.
Yeah, that whole thing was really dumb.
All right, so we got topic 3 now, a coach's corner. All right, topic 4,
as a teacher, we need to steal and borrow as much as possible.
Topic 4, what have you been playing this week, Conan Jones?
I honestly haven't played a whole lot. Like, I started a new Satisfactory Factory just because they've got another update coming out next month, and I needed something that I could shut my brain off and do and not think about. So that's kind of all I've been doing, especially since I just got back to work and doing that whole stuff again. So
right.
I just kind of needed that decompression time after I got home. So
fair enough.
Mage, what have you been playing?
Man, I've been busy with the play, so I actually haven't played anything this week.
Oh, all right. Well, that's okay.
How's WoW?
I was boring this week.
It's going pretty good. I got my I leveled my hunter up to level 60. I've been working on it throughout the week, and I finally got it to level 6. I say finally. It only took me like actual trying. It only took me like maybe 2 days. But
are you gonna shout your people out?
Yes, I was getting ready to.
Look at me thinking like you.
I was getting ready to thank you for talking for me.
You're welcome.
What I'd do without you, you know?
You'd just be lost.
I guess so.
You'd drown in the sea of wrong. As I float behind my ship of right.
Fantasy's already doing that. He can't do that because he's afraid of water.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Now I forgot where I was at now. Making the hunter. Leveling the hunter up to 60. Got the hunter up to 60, and now I'm doing like all the catch-up stuff to get it ready for like just doing alt raids and stuff. Because it's not gonna be my main. Because my main's my Death Knight.
Like, can't hear anything?
No,
Yeah,
Death
your Death Knight.
Y'all are mean.
Why?
Y'all are rude. I don't appreciate it.
You said it's your Death Knight.
Death Knight.
Okay.
H-T-A.
Oh, Death Knight.
I wasn't sure if it was.
Knight. Do I have to put the super Mike Tyson lisp in there? Death Knight.
You should make your next Death Knight have the little face tattoo from Mike. The little tribal eye tattoo circle thing.
Also, the teeth gap.
Never ever.
You can't give them a gap in your teeth.
No, I don't know. That's not that cosmetic. I don't think they did add a whole bunch of new like cosmetic things, but I don't think they got like that on.
Just wait till they give you the cyberpunk level of customability.
My God. Cyberpunk does have like some weird customability to it, but
you make Squidward.
You can get your character with just a crank.
That's not what Conan was talking about.
It's just
That was not
a big old pork sword.
Big old pork.
Quick.
The holy Excalibur.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh my God. I did do that though.
I know you sent me a picture of it. And I was like, "What in the hell?"
He got a big old Lincoln log. Is that what he did?
I did do that though. 100%.
It was like change the color too, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
Looks like Derrick Henry's tail.
Hey, missed me on that one.
He has like so Derrick Henry's the running back for the Titans.
Yes, he is. He's really good too.
He has this ponytail, but it just looks like a big old.
Stop. No, it doesn't. You're just racist.
I'm not trying to be, but it definitely
Mage
looks like that to me.
Imagine that, Mage being racist again, just like a Republican.
Okay.
Or Trumplican.
You see, he's trying to start a new
His own party.
His own party called the Patriot Party.
I did not see that.
He's literally like Bender, and he's gonna go have his own island with Blackjack and Hendrix now. Except it's gonna be like MAGA and inbreeding.
All right. Good Lord.
You mean already MAGA? Yeah. So nothing's changed.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do the Would You Rather. Conan, what Would You Rather do you want to do? Just pick one of them. I know
would you rather speak any language or speak to animals?
Oh, dude! If I could speak to Vader, like he's wagging his tail just knowing that I'm like looking at him and talking to him. If I could speak to my dog and just like that would be better than anything I could think of in the world.
I would like to speak any language.
See, Mage just doesn't love his animals like how I love mine, so it's okay.
I love my animals just fine. I just don't think I would have enlightening conversation with an animal.
What are you talking about?
All right, well, so if you speak to animals, how would that work? Because animals don't speak the same way we do.
It would just be like Dr. Dolittle rules of.
Oh, okay.
They speak English.
Suddenly, automatically, they have like human levels of intelligence for no reason whatsoever.
Mage overcomplicating things once again. Imagine that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why we can't have nice things. Is because Mage is over here.
This is why hypotheticals don't work.
Because Mage always has to overthink it.
So what rules would you change with it?
I mean, no, it's fine. We can just assume that it's Dr. Dolittle rules.
And how do you know they don't talk in the same way as we do?
Because
they listen to commands in the same language that they get taught in.
Okay, I mean, cats don't even know their names. Like,
are you sure they don't? But when you call them by their names, they'll come.
Not all the time. Not all cats.
Yeah, but you're generalizing though. So I have to fight your generalization.
And also, they think differently than we do. Like, at the end of the day, they're predators. You know, some are, and then some aren't.
Okay,
And
okay, so then my cat will just tell me that it wants to kill me and the F off. Okay? That'd still be cool as hell to listen to.
would it?
You're really sitting there telling me that you wouldn't want Eliza Thornberry's move from the Wild Thornberries and be able to talk to animals and talk to that monkey dude. What was his name? Sebastian or whatever? You're really sitting there. You didn't want that ability.
Yeah, I don't care.
You're all right.
Like,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
chat. We have an
What
opening.
what
on
what
Gaming
enlightening
Podcast.
conversation would my dog have? I'm
What?
hungry. I have to poop. Let me pee.
But it would
I'm
tell you
hungry.
how much they love you and stuff. Because look how loyal animals are.
Oh, I love you. I'm hungry. I'm like it's just that over and over again, man. They're just gonna say the same things over and over again.
Can't confirm. Mage just doesn't love anybody. Holy crap! I saved myself, Conan. You
Proud of
me?
you. Yes.
I mean, like, no, I love my dogs. I love playing with them and stuff. But like, I just feel like I wouldn't have enlightening conversation with them.
Chat, what do you think? Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak any language? Let me know.
I would definitely rather speak languages, but I also like I get where you're coming from with like talking to your pets because I would be on the same wavelength with that. Like,
See,
I don't
they were just trying to talk to me. You hear them?
Yeah, he's telling you that he's hungry. You're asked to go to the bathroom. One of the two.
No, I think it was Leia that was barking at Vader because Vader went to go mess with her.
Because I know Ron would just tell
Leave her
me
alone,
to go away, but Baxter would just like shout at me all the time. Like,
Hey,
right?
hey, throw the ball, take it, take it.
And
Nope.
as long as I don't understand him, I can pretend to ignore him. You know.
Turtle Boy said talk to Vader. Let's see what else. I have like 4 people watching, so
I would like to speak any language because of all the job opportunities that would open up.
You just.
I'm a practical person, man.
Stop thinking about things. Pick the stupid answer like Finn does without thinking about it.
Wait. Why is that the stupid? Wait, why do I have to have the stupid answer?
I'm sorry that you're a simpleton, Finn.
No. It's your
person in my chat said speak any language. Speaking to animals is cool, but that's more annoying sounds in my ears.
I think your normal answers are usually the less physically practical but still enjoyable answer.
What?
It's like it's fun to
should
think
I
about.
Be offended by it, or should I just like?
No. I just think speaking to animals, it's fun to think about,
stupid.
but it's impractical in reality.
I feel like you're calling me stupid.
It's just different personality types.
Yeah.
Are you calling me
impractical?
Stupid?
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
dumb.
Stupid, it's just impractical.
I hate you, Conan.
No, just call the kettle what it is. It's talking to a simpleton.
Finn, you big old dum dum. How could you choose speak to animals? It's so impractical.
All right, let's move on to top. Let's move on to wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
I couldn't really think of one. Like, this week has just kind of gone pretty well. I'm behind at work just because some of my cases didn't get touched. So I've got to either go today or tomorrow and just do some more work.
Then take a year of vacation off because obviously that's how much overtime you've been doing.
He
didn't get any overtime because of he has been away from his because of his surgery and stuff.
I'm sure he's only used a portion of his overtime that he's accumulated.
Yeah, I could have gone all the way to the middle of February just on comp time, and then I would still have all of my sick and vacation actual.
Yeah. You could have used your sick leave.
I mean, technically, I think I could probably be out until almost April and still have a normal paycheck and use all of my leave. But
my God, that sounds amazing.
But that's also just
all the work that leads up to it. It's not amazing.
Yeah, all the things they don't pay us for.
Yeah, but like you would get paid until April. Just it's like me, like when I like last year during COVID and stuff. That like I got paid to sit at home from March until August. That was
Yeah,
amazing. That was like
that's true.
best time of my life.
I mean, it's good to have it to be able to fall back on it, but then some parts of me are just like, the only time I get to use this is whenever I have surgery. Because actually,
Here's what we do, Conan.
You also have to like plan like a month.
No. Explain this in advance. Here's what we do. Okay, I'm gonna cut your arm off with a chainsaw. Okay, and then
you don't even have to keep going. That's good. I'm on board. Just rip it off. I don't even care which one.
You get surgery to get it reattached, or we could go Anakin Skywalker and just get you a robot arm. You got either or. Okay.
Would you rather have a robot arm or a hook?
Do you have the life insurance policy?
Okay. Could it be like? Could the hook be like interchangeable? Like you could like unscrew it and put something else on there?
Oh, absolutely. But it's they would just be static things. They wouldn't be like movable like a dedicated robo arm would be.
Oh, as stupid as it would sound, like just having a Swiss Army knife of things that my hook could be comical to have.
Man, we've had several good show titles, like Swiss Army Hand.
Swiss Army Hand. Desert Sea or whatever.
A wet desert.
A wet desert. Yeah, God. That's the good. You want to talk about me being a simpleton now. You got Mage talking about a wet desert, which is an oxymoron.
I mean, I'm not wrong, though.
It's an oxymoron.
It's a wet desert.
Like, yes, which is an oxymoron because deserts are dry.
What do you call, like, an Antarctica and stuff? Because they call that a desert,
frozen tundra?
But they also call it a desert. Like,
I've never heard them call Antarctica a desert. Or I've always heard them call it a tundra.
I mean,
ladies, you're both pretty. It's okay.
Hey, we can't get through a podcast without fighting. Like
fisticuffs out.
All right, let's.
Who's next?
Mage, what's your win of the week?
I just say the play. It was fun. We got done.
Okay.
We did everything right.
Good. My
Other
win
than
this
everything
week.
breaking on me. Yeah.
My win this week is I shared it on Twitter, but my guild mate. This is where I was going to shout out my guild mates. Is that hang on, I got to do something real quick.
There it goes.
So, so my win this week is my guild in my guildies in World of Warcraft, the Burlesque Wizards. They got me a light.
Still the best name ever.
Yeah, I love it. They got me this light up Etsy thing that's like it has my class that I play in World of Warcraft, and it has my name on it, Fantasy, and it glows red, and it's really nice. I love it. It's on my desk right now.
On Twitter.
What?
Said I saw you post it.
Yeah, that's what I said at the start. As I posted it on Twitter.
You made me inactive. I don't care. You know.
Did you see it on Twitter? Conan already did his win of the week. He always goes first. Anyways, all right.
I'm number one.
Thank you guys. All right, we're done. Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. I live stream. My schedule's on Twitch, but it's like Tuesday through Saturday. Usually the evening times is 6 through 9, and then on Saturday I live stream the podcast. But if you have any questions, subject you want us to talk about our next podcast, go leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. I thank you guys again, and remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.
Bye.